Imagine living your entire life without writing, without books, without phones, and without any way to record information. How would you remember everything important? The location of water sources, which plants are poisonous, the stories of your ancestors, hunting techniques, and the history of your people. This was the reality for ancient humans for hundreds of thousands of years. Yet they managed to pass down complex knowledge across generations with remarkable accuracy. Today we're going to explore how ancient humans remembered everything without writing and the powerful memory techniques they developed. The human brain is naturally wired for memory, especially when information is tied to survival. Ancient humans didn't try to memorize random facts. They remembered what mattered for staying alive: the location of a reliable waterhole, the tracks of dangerous animals, the best time to harvest certain plants. These were stored deeply because forgetting them could mean death. They used stories as their main storage system. Important knowledge was woven into myths, legends, and repeated tales. Stories are much easier to remember than lists of facts. A dramatic story about a hunter who ignored the warning signs of a predator sticks in the mind far better than a simple rule. These stories were told around the fire night after night, reinforcing the information through repetition and emotion. Songs and rhythms played a huge role too. Many groups turned knowledge into chants, songs, or rhythmic poems. The melody and beat acted like a mental hook that made the information almost impossible to forget. Even today, people remember song lyrics from years ago more easily than spoken instructions. They also used the landscape itself as a memory tool. Specific rocks, trees, rivers, and mountains became mental markers. A particular bent tree might mark the path to a sacred site or a dangerous cliff. By linking knowledge to physical places they saw every day, they created a living map in their minds. This technique is similar to the ancient memory palace method still used by memory champions today. Repetition was constant. Children learned by watching and doing, not by reading. They heard the same stories, songs, and instructions hundreds of times throughout their lives. Elders took responsibility for teaching the younger generation. Knowledge was not stored in one person's head alone. It was distributed across the entire group. If one person forgot something, others remembered. They also used physical objects as reminders. Knotted strings, marked sticks, arrangements of stones, or carved symbols helped trigger memories. These were not full writing systems, but simple memory aids that supported the oral tradition. Social structure supported memory as well. Specialized roles existed in many groups. Certain people became the keepers of specific knowledge. The best hunters remembered tracking details, the healers remembered plants, and the elders remembered history and laws. This division of knowledge made the system more reliable. What's remarkable is how accurate oral traditions can be. Modern studies of cultures that still rely heavily on oral history have found that important information can remain consistent for centuries when the storytelling methods are strong. The human brain, when trained from childhood in these techniques, is capable of storing and retrieving vast amounts of detailed information. In today's world, we have outsourced most of our memory to phones, books, and the internet. While this gives us access to more information than ever before, it may also be weakening our natural memory abilities. Ancient humans had no choice but to keep their minds sharp. Their survival depended on it. Their methods teach us something valuable. Memory improves when information is emotional, repeated, tied to places or stories, and practiced regularly. The same principles that helped our ancestors remember critical survival knowledge can still help us today. Next time you struggle to remember something important, try turning it into a story, linking it to a place, or repeating it out loud. You're using techniques that kept human knowledge alive for hundreds of thousands of years before writing ever existed. Do you think modern technology is making our memory weaker? Tell me in the comments. If you enjoyed this look into the ancient mind, hit the like button and subscribe for more. See you in the next video.